Hello, Hancock fans. Here I am, just outside of, uh, Alfred Outpost, Black Market Outpost, Hitchcock System. And I am here for a reason. I decided, before I went and did that Black Market mission, Red Devil mission I took a while back, I just had to follow through and do enough mining so I could afford to upgrade my ship. And then I did some salvaging and got my ship damaged. So now you can see what damage looks like for those of you who haven't played this game before and know it can happen. Anyway. But when I left, I had mined, when we left last, I had mined 4 asteroids. Well, I went back to Conland Belt there, mined 2 more asteroids, and I picked up some cargo I didn't mention. You can pick up asteroid mining. You can pick up alien specimens or alien artifacts. The average value or market value of an alien artifact is 19 grand. Probably pays as much or more than the rest of this shipment combined. But here's the beauty. Looked it up on the sector map. Alfred Outpost here, 49 days ago, they were paying 3,000 more than that. So I thought we had to come here and at least sell that. And I don't know what we're going to do with the ores and stuff, but I'm hoping that will cover repair cost. Plus, I can still finally upgrade. I've done enough mining to do some upgrades to my ship. Other than, of course, buy the mining system, which I did off camera. But anyway. So that's what's going down. Oh, on the damage side, before any repairs get done, you got under ship a list of... Oh, here's what happened. I was going through space. I think I was going through Dakota. Some monks with guns were attacking some merchants. So I made peace with the monks. And I should have just let them finish with one of the merchants, but I threatened him. He didn't drop his cargo. The monks finished with him anyway. So they're committed a slightly illegal action, threatening a merchant there. Get me some pirate points. And then after they destroyed the merchant, I went in and swooped up my couple of religious tracts that I have. Evangelist by way of theft, or a reformed thief or something. Remind you anybody? Dang. Way before spaceships and everything, well, at least a lot of readers of this have never figured this setting in space. But anyway, Leslie Charteris did a bad guy, a thief. Took his skills as a thief and maybe in fraud and everything. Gave up crime and started to use them to solve criminal cases, catch bad guys, stop bad guys, the whole 9 yards. He was the white hat hacker. He was hacking crime into virtue and becoming virtuous. Yes, and social engineering himself from crime into virtue. Yes, I am talking about the one and only Simon Templar. So I not only have a little evangelist action here in my cargo hold, I have saintly action. Oh yeah. Might when I dock, if this place has a ship dealer, then I'll have the chance to rename my ship. I might rename it Simon Templar. You will catch me in this playthrough, having lots and lots of fun with the fact I can type well most of the time, and the fact that typing is much easier than painting. Not painting my ship, but renaming it. So this will be, if I do rename it Simon Templar, this will be the 3rd ship name for 2 ships and the 2nd ship name for this ship. Anybody keeping stats here? So that's what's going on, and now we're going to dock in there and go to town.
Craft inbound.
Oh, the reactor core. One more thing on the damage here. If your reactor core goes to 0, you're not only not producing any power, but your ship blows up, game over. So that's the one damage we got to be concerned about here. Although it's a cheap repair, but if it blows up,
Dodge sector traffic control.
you're blowing up. So there you go. Yes, you could have saved the file in the game log so you go back to it, but even though I like saved games in games, I like to come up with one instance in which my character doesn't die. I don't like immortality in adventure games. There's all this talk about risk in Star Trek. Some crew members gotta die. A lot of red shirts in the original series. Eventually, main cast dies in various Star Trek incarnations. Star Wars, people have to die. It's not a war if some of your protagonists don't die. Oh, not to mention the entire crew of the Death Star, population of Alderaan in the first Star Wars movie, and things like that. But anyway, that's just my little rule I live by in my computer games. So let's see what this is going to cost us and if the repair cost will deny us the upgrade. $26.12. We haven't paid over $1,000 in repairs yet. Just a little expensive. Reasons you might want to get a repair droid, and I would at this time. But I have a better upgrade in mind. So we're going to do that. As a matter of fact, we may skip upgrading to a power plant and a shield system altogether. But let's see how this goes down. We're repairing everything for $26.12, down to 20 grand. We're now going into our... Is there a merchant's guild here? Yes. So what do we got here? We have diamonds, we have iron ore, and religious tracts. Let's see if they need to source that to anywhere. Corona, soy paste, Red Star beer, more Hitchcock Corona. So nope, nothing better off left for the merchants to buy or use on a merchant mission and make more money. So we're selling all of this. And there we go, alien artifacts, 24,000 on that alone. Well then, let's see what we get for the rest of it. Okay, so the rest of this is 10,000 credits. Still very good for mining. But then we got the alien artifacts, 24,000. Oh, and we covered the repair cost. So, there you go, 54,000. Now, maybe I'm just being greedy here. But since I meant to go originally, or ambitious, or whatever. But since I meant to go from no missiles to the swarm launcher, let's buy that swarm launcher. It doesn't cost any power in combat, will improve our performance in combat, and we're all good. So one swarm launcher coming up, and one HS launcher sold. That leaves us with 22 grand left, which isn't enough for if you want to do both the power plant and the shield. So we will put that off for another day. We will get a chance to test out our swarm launcher, I'm sure. And that's what's going on. Oh, we got to switch back to our ion cannon. We aren't going to be doing any more mining for a while. Could be a long while. One thing you can do, and I've done it on Platypus. You could go out with one thing for enemies like the ion cannon and your mining laser, and then just After you get some salvage from the battle, if there is any, you then go ahead and mine any asteroids if the battle happened in an asteroid belt or in an ice field. I'm not going to do that this playthrough, but it is an option. You will see there our mining laser is now in surplus. Surplus on my cargo doesn't have any maximum space. You can store as many goods as you want in surplus for later use. Other ways to equip your ship in later use. So there you have it. We have our swarm turret. We've upgraded to that. And now, let's see how we can test that puppy out. Alright, I don't like any of these missions on the mission board, and we do have our Red Devil mission. So whether or not we get there, since our goal is going to be just to test out, or to the urgent defense, which has waited a while, maybe the not so urgent defense, but anyway, either way we got to get back to Montana. I may go with distress signal. I want to see some action so we can test out the swarm launcher as compared to the HS launcher. So off we go. Oh, any gambling here? Slots, yes. I'm going to play a little bit of that. Your basic slots 10 to 100. This goes 50 to 500. I think the maximum one goes... No, one of the other ones is 100 to 1,000. I think there's a 1,000 to 10,000 one somewhere. But anyway, let's play this slot machine. And I've got myself a system.
Nice.
I'll play as long as I'm tying or losing till I get one where I win 2 or 3 times the money put in. This time it happened the first time, so I'm up 150 credits. I'm leaving while I'm ahead. Yep, I decided with slots to do the, if any of you remember the original Starbuck play, the original Battlestar Galactica by Dirk Benedict. He had a bit of a gambling habit. His approach was always, if his friends were worried about him, he'd lose too much money. I've got myself a system for any sort of gambling game. Well, now you saw my slot system in action. So, there we go. Adding a little Starbuck to my Star Wars and Star Trek way I'm playing this playthrough here. With engineering straight to a Foxbat and upgrading it. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, by the way, Starbuck did some computer hacking in one episode of Battlestar Galactica. Maybe like Richter possibly hacking our personal data pad. So that's been in science fiction before too. Anyway, I'm just going to leave it at... Oh, what he did, he hacked the computer to send him on a mission where they would be either on an Arctic planet or the Arctic poles of a planet, even though he didn't have any Arctic mission experience. And he passed it off. Nobody could believe he knew that much about computers. He passed it off among his friends. Must be a computer glitch. But yes, he hacked a computer. In the original Battlestar Galactica, in the TV series, that was back in the 1970s, baby. Awesome stuff. Not as awesome as from the 60s, the Mr. Spock hack of the using computer gaming chess to determine that the ship's computer had been maliciously hacked, and quite possibly Captain Kirk had been framed for breaking some exploration regulations. Space exploration regs. Anyway, the rest is history, as they say. And off we go to get some action in the Dodge sector here and test out our swarm launcher. Somebody be our opponent so we can test our swarm launcher against you. Please be our opposition. We need some That's why we're accepting distress signals today. Oh yeah. Alright, we're just going to do the first Montana one, urgent defense, and carry on. We may change that when we get to Montana, whichever mission's quicker closest as usual. But for now, we're going to try to get some action before we get there.
Destination reached. Craft entering the area. Craft inbound.
I hate these jumps.
A little less conversation, a little more missiles, baby. A little less bite, more missile, fire trains.
Autopilot disengaged by distress signal.
Will be satisfaction on this space trip. Off we go to a distress signal.
Destination reached.
Oh, I like this. Even when you have the gray radar like we have, the targeting mode will do friendly and foe red and blue. That's a big help, and it comes with any ship in the game, even before you get a colored radar. Okay, we get nothing out of this but a missile test. But let's go after the ship the trooper is to kill off his opposition the quickest to give him the best chance to survive.
Your assistance would be appreciated, citizen.
Happy
Looks
to
like
help.
trouble. Assistance requested. Show that up your tailpipe.
There's nice damage. We didn't even have to fire that much. Oh, this is happiness. Now you know why I like my swarm launchers so much. And why I like the starting radar with this
Forward
missile lock.
shields down.
Man, I really hate that running into stuff. Junk field.
Your end awaits you.
All the shield damage from my missiles, that ain't sporting. No way.
Come on.
Missile inbound.
And obviously, I'm not pressing the left mouse button that much, so I'm not using my guns that much.
Missile
This
inbound.
itself is coordination easier here. Big time.
Never
And
left
with a
with
lot of damage
dust.
from missiles. Dang, man, the trooper didn't survive. We would have got Commonwealth points, which we can use, but more to the point, I'm just disappointed. It also means we got to make a stop in Montana before we do any missions there. Because, you guessed it, we need repairs. What did we damage in our little engagement here? Light damage on anything, no reactor damage. I'm good. Reactor core undamaged. Not thrilled, but good. And I went out here before mine get to us.
Destination reached.
And no more distress signals. We have tested out the swarm launcher.
Autopilot disengaged by craft proximity.
Craft is an enemy craft. And I want to get paid some of that repair cost, so it's I don't think the merchant's going to survive, but between the bounty and the goods that these people are carrying, I think that we need to try to
They're tearing me up out here!
join the monks
I could
in
use a hand!
violence. Although not on the same side.
No, no, no!
The Church of the Inviolate repudiates your wickedness.
Forward shields down. Forward hull breached. Missile inbound.
Alright, we gotta get out of here.
Lord, steady my hand.
Cargo ship's cargo.
Look, I think we can work something out.
The clemency of the Lord of the Inviolate is bestowed.
There we go. Now we're going back for their cargo. A little legal salvage. Designer clothes.
There we
yes. Robot modules. Yes. More robot modules. Alright, so we've got designer clothes. Where can we... I know where we can sell that. Right there in Montana. Our consumer marketplace, Rivale, should buy designer clothes. Designer clothes isn't their groove. But it is... Don't know where. Okay. What about in Vegas? Not in New Vegas? I mean, I've heard of losing your shirt. So those people would need to put some clothes on things. But no. Well, we may go to the consumer habitat anyway. We got to sell the threads. And we're going to need repairs. And if you look up here, he's got a wrench, which means Rivale has repairs. Glass for the bar. Dollar bag for... I forget what. Slot machine thing for the slot machine. The symbol to the right of it that looks like exchange for the Merchants Guild. So that's some of that. But yeah, I should have the facilities we need. So let's look at Monachi. Do these farmers like to dress up? Nope. What about at Flagstaff? No formal parties at that museum. And none at the chapel run by the monks. Okay, so we're just cruising on to the MT. MT, the two letters abbreviation for Montana. Don't know what that state was abbreviated back when our states had three-letter abbreviations for mail purposes. Florida used to be the FLA, Alabama was the ALA. But we're going off to the MT for Montana.
Destination reached.
Did I just go to Dakota?
Craft entering the area.
Okay, I'm off course here. toward Hitchcock? Since when? We might have to stop for repair and refuel here. I keep making mistakes like this.
Someday this thing is just gonna shake itself apart.
It's not gonna do that. I
Autopilot
believe we got enough
disengaged
fuel
by
to make it to
hostiles.
the MT still, despite my mistakes.
Destination reached. Destination reached.
Yep, just enough fuel to
Well,
make
look what we
my...
got here. A couple of assholes. I swear, we just got off on the wrong foot here.
No, ma'am. That ain't the way this is gonna go.
Craft inbound.
And I really don't want to do this
entering the
battle with all
area.
the damage I've got, but we're doing it.
God, Juno, what are you, blind? Phew.
Craft entering the area.
We are not going to Rivali because that's where our urgent defense mission is, and we aren't repaired yet. So we're going to... Wait a minute, that place wants robot workers. We have robot modules. 2. Okay, so we're going to go there.
Beginning a contraband scan. Hold steady, citizen.
Feel free.
Contraband scan complete. Move along.
Oh, if you are carrying contraband and you don't have anything to store it in, safe from scans, there are a couple upgrades for that. If you are carrying contraband, don't forget you're carrying contraband. The cops will find it. They'll probably shoot you out of the sky before you get a chance to eject it. I've had that happen on many a playthrough.
Craft entering the area. Destination reached.
Clearance granted.
Da, 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 da. Cheap repair costs. Oh, we got the reactor core damage somehow again. Okay, but cheap repair costs, all things considered. What's that? 2,900 by the time you refill the missiles. Okay. And what can we sell stuff here for? Designer clothes, 2,800. That covers the repair cost. Plus we get another 14, almost 1450. We're good. Okay, so there you have it. I did enough mining to upgrade to a swarm launcher. Still got to upgrade my to a power plant and higher than shield generator 1. And I've still got missions to do, which I'll be doing off camera. But you've seen the swarm launcher in action, and it is a good improvement in combat. Enjoy. Probably title this Mining to Swarm Launcher. Anyway, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Take care. And subscribe and comment and share happiness. Share some of the laughs this series should be giving you. Have a good one. Bye.